Check it out. Check it out.
Welcome to the Zeppoverse. Hello and namaste.
Welcome, friends. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning. I am character from another series you've never heard. I have not started reading it, writing it. See, I messed that intro up. Yeah, you know who I am. Or do you know? I am the incorrigible Mr. Zeppo.
Greetings and salutations.
Join me on a piratey Friday of Skull and Bones and some new piratey games we've been meaning to play forever. New to me. You know what I mean. Wondering what the face shield is all about? Well, it's getting from the live stream, which I have not completed. Basically, it has to do with the book series that I'm constantly promoting. Please head on over to solo.to/Mr. Zeppo. Deep dive into the Zeppoverse.
Please stand by as the live stream will begin shortly. DJ Zed with Drop Rockin' Beats Galore. produced and engineered with animatronic attention to detail. With
Did
the
I
Smack Rockin' Beats pack on GroovePad.
Oh god, I think I had audio in this version. There used to be a version with
Now,
no...
brace yourselves. The show's about to begin.
My very, very first Twitch pre-recorded intro. I thought I'd found the version where I'd left the audio voiceover, and then I was playing it with the mic open and doing voiceover just now without a monitor headset on until the last one, and then I was like, oh shit. Was this a regular one? Was this the one with the voiceovers added? Luckily, no one's watching. Okay, so let me explain what I mean. Oh, I just turned the iPad off. Welcome, friends. So we're in, it's Friday. I can't believe it's Friday. It's Friday, June 7th. And I feel like I'm forgetting something very important, but I don't know what it is. Except that, I know what it is. We're supposed to have been grinding Call of Duty really hard, but instead, I've been playing Skull and Bones and dreading the moment that one of these things crops up and fucks me over. Which, of course, it's a pretty easy recovery, except for going back to get your stuff. Can be challenging. And if the thing is going to be right there every time, I don't know, I'll abandon whatever cool shit I had. But anyways, welcome, friends. Oh, what are we talking about? We're talking about how I'm doing a piratey first impression Fridays in association with my new addiction to Skull and Bones, whilst also trying, even though we started really late today, I mean, time is irrelevant, but in terms of the day-night cycle everyone else is living, I won't be doing any Call of Duty this week, apparently, except that I need to get into Call of Duty, all of them, soon. Now, I had originally thought several weeks ago, D-Day's coming up, and although I'm not necessarily pro-war, in fact, I'm a video gamer I'm a gamer for world peace that plays war games, ironically, as a sort of subtle and slippery slope invitation to discuss the meaninglessness of warfare, with audiences, as an act of anti-war protest. If that even makes sense. It will make sense once you get into my book series, which you will first be shocked to discover is, Jason Bourne level violent. No, what's a good... It is... My book series, as some of the sample pages would indicate, is not Jason Bourne, although Jason Bourne's a valid entry. What's that new one? There's several movies that I liken it to in terms of the way I'm approaching violence, and particularly man-made weapons of war violence, to not ping a particular keyword. Although that's probably another keyword. Philosophically, as a real life person, I am adamantly anti-war, while still having the mental capacity to respect and support the troops and those who do sacrifice their lives, for better or worse. It's a sacrifice, and as a radical pacifist, it's one that I would only be willing to do under certain circumstances. But I digress. My book series is why is the name Eartha Kitt coming up? I'm trying to say that, what's the name? The guy, not Jonathan Quick. What is his name? I'm looking at what's his name's face. Not Ewan McGregor, the other guy. My brain is scrambled right now. But I digress. My book series is definitely doesn't pale or wither in terms of it's addressing violence. And in fact, it's one of the central themes, as is the call to transcendence. Pin on the corkboard. Right there. To that end, please come and I humbly invite you to please head on over to sprecher.com and listen to my most recent world-building puzzle piece episodes of the book series as like a rough draft idea capture notion thing, but also a living, like, functional MacGuffin in the book series. In other words, the recording itself exists in the book series and is referenced as the recording is what it is. And the recording is a message from the narrator of the book series to the human readers of the book series in the fictional world in which the book series exists and other people are reading it, like completed and published as a matter of like pop cultural history, which is a whole weird meta self-reference thing, which may or may not fly for people. It may not make sense. But to that end, pin on the corkboard, if you don't know what a MacGuffin is, I need to make an episode about it. I have defined it on my social media, and I have a definition of it in my TikTok, which is itself a working MacGuffin in the book series. But I think I'm also going to do a new one. The reason I used this intro today for the Almost Daily Variety Gaming live stream show Extravaganza's First Impression Fridays Pirate Mania episode that I'm making. Also, shout out to Gnome Tough. Come here, come on, join me over really quick on my Xbox. Gnome Tough. It disappeared. Now we're looking at an X-Defiant achievement. There was, in place of that right there, an alert indicating to me, and I guess it could have been to you, dear viewers, an alert that our good buddy Gnome Tough, TTV, is live streaming. He and I play Warzone together, and I've been sort of away from Warzone for a hot minute. But if you're the kind of person that can multitask, please don't go double up and give him a follow. And maybe check out some of his videos and streams and help his numbers. I mean, if you're here helping my show, then go help his show. And then, maybe interact and mingle and get some of them to come over here. We cross over all the time. Well, we used to. I haven't done a show with him in a hot second. But we were just actually Facebook chatting earlier this week. He's been away from stream too. There it is. Gnome Tough is live streaming Call of Duty on Twitch. Go give him some love and say hi from me to him. Let him know if any of you take it seriously. If anybody who watches my video, whether you watch it live or you're watching the video on demand shelf, because those numbers keep surprisingly creeping up. And many humble thanks and thank yous and please and thank yous. Keep it up. If I'm not on live when you log into Twitch or to any of the other platforms, please do go to the ones that keep an archive. YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. I don't care which. I don't care whichever ones. We're trying to drive a cumulative community across platforms. So maybe I'll never do, maybe I won't ever take affiliate with Twitch. I'd rather the idea of like unifying, an audience across multiple platforms somehow. But I digress. I'm also looking for new platforms to live stream game streaming. Anyways, reeling it all back in. Thank you for joining me. We are going to kick off this episode by playing a little bit of Skull and Bones. But we're going to be interjecting and sort of maybe breaking up the Skull and Bones action a little bit more than I was the last few episodes to check out some of these many different pirate iPad games that I've collected since starting the stream. Because I've always, since before launching this channel on Twitch and the many associated multi-platform streamy bits, which I stream the same content, I've always wanted to find and play long-term a really good pirate game. Hopefully, like an online one, maybe an MMO style, or like Call of Duty, something that's got a storyline but then also has online multiplayer action. I was really kind of hoping to find a Call of Duty of pirating, to be honest. And if Call of Duty is smart, dear gremlins of the Zeppoverse, please let someone from any of these competing companies discover my stream and then realize what a gem I am and hire me away from the others for a luxurious
luxuriously life-saving and empowering career path of helping them perfect their video games and launch new ones. Because and I have experience in the industry. See my imaginary resume pinned right there on the imaginary corkboard of all the things I don't have ready to show you. That's one of the things the corkboard represents. It also represents ideas, concepts, or touchstone, hashtags, as it were, that we've already talked about at some point or another. So that new viewers are like, what? And hopefully go deep diving into older content, primarily my podcast, which I am returning to and integrating into my daily process, and which I'm going to experiment more fully in the concept of taking stuff from this live stream and like maybe chopping it down and editing it and then redistributing it on my podcast. But maybe not. I don't know. Sometimes my brain gets overwhelmed with all the possibilities, all the different ways I can generate content. Given all the potential input streams, I could then recycle and upcycle. For example, I'm been long thinking of tinkering with the idea of recording a podcast episode over on Sprecher.com, letting it sit there for a while, but then downloading the audio and trimming it down to like a shorter version of it, especially if there's a lot of ahs, and like dudes and whatever. But also being able to do what I can't do on Sprecher, which is add myself in the Mr. Zeppo character mask, which is way over there. I'm not going to get up to go get. But you just saw me, if you were watching this video entirety, you just saw me wearing it in the pre-recorded opening. And if you just dropped in randomly and you're like, what the F is he talking about? Rewind and go watch the pre-recorded opening that I just played. Or pause the live stream. I don't know if some live stream platforms in my multi-stream channel distribution from Streamlabs let you pause and rewind and watch from the beginning while it's still live streaming, and some don't. And I don't know which ones are which, so I apologize. But yeah. Okay, so that's a whole mechanic slash, comedy slash also symbolism gimmick that I'm using. That may or may not be the final form of the mask, but for now it'll functionally work. And in the final real world product, we'll have alternate variants of all of the different kinds that we, this janky one to the, we just made a brand new version for the multi-million-dollar film that we're making. But whatever. I digress. I reel it back in. Pirates are the theme today, this Friday, and apparently this whole past week, even though I totally meant it to be the launch of my hardcore Call of Duty grindathon. And because of D-Day and the memorial and the anniversary, I was going to, revisit old Call of Duty games with an emphasis on the World War themed ones. And then I totally did not do it. I failed to motivate because of the deep, like, I just get sucked. Like, it's one of the games where I really just, I'm hooked. And all the criticisms aside, I love it. Speaking of which, shout out to all the new acquaintances I'm making in the game, not the least of which are Fire the Laser and Captain CGI or Captain TNG or Captain IGT or something to that extent, to that degree. One of the two of which made a donation, and now my dyslexia is making me doubt which one is which. Okay, so eeny, meeny, miny, mo, Chaos Variety Combat. Do we launch into Skull and Bones now? Or do we do a first impression review of something else? Pirates. I'm really torn, which is why I've been letting myself, like, just sort of vamp and do this during this pregame chat lounge session. Welcome, by the way, to today's episode and to the pregame chat lounge session. For those of you who aren't aware of how it does, I just make up titles for stuff all the time, and there it is. We're chatting before we dive into some game action. And I'm also sort of vamping to give time for, like, in the live stream, in the real moment of the live stream, there's not a lot of people watching. I don't know for sure how real-time accurate the count is, but apparently there's just one viewer now. And if it's who I think it is, they're not really watching because they're just my supportive lurker that always permalurks. They're probably busy doing something much more important to their real lives, and that's okay. Shout out to everybody who does support the show, though. We've got some 700 and some odd followers. I think a huge chunk of which are totally just sales bots accounts that don't ever really watch. But some of which are actually really cool, awesome people that are friends in some of the many games that I don't play often enough. And probably are ever so mildly annoyed with me that I don't come back to the game that I met them in that one time to play more with them. Okay. I have received instructions. We are going to pull a Variety Chaos Wicked Wild Variety card and drop into Call of Duty. What? Call of Duty Mobile, to be exact. I was just suddenly given an insight by the central Zeppoverse command headquarters. I am gaming Mr. Zeppo. There are many different Mr. Zeppos, all of which, relatively speaking, look exactly like me. Ah, smack! I forgot to buy something with some stones, and now it's probably a new season, and I didn't get some things I probably wanted to get. Is my audio janky? Weep for no one. Cyborg, underwater cyborg. Oof, there it is. For some reason, the audio is... There it is. I knew that as soon as we got on, we would be invited into a match. I know, you guys are like, where are the Skull and Bones? I want Skull and Bones. It's coming, don't worry. It is my own live stream, and I have every right to pull whatever shenanigans I want, as long as it's not rude, disrespectful, and or targeting anyone in a hateful way, right? Them's the rules, here and everywhere. Okay, one match. Just to be like, hey, friends, we're back.
Front line.
I do love this arena. This is one map that I totally understand.
Sniper down.
We've taken the lead.
Here they are.
Target down. Enemy down.
Killer drone ready for deployment.
Target down. Tango down.
I'm in the third corner.
Predator missile awaiting orders.
敵を捉えた。
Sentry gun deployed.
敵と交戦する。
Now we back the F up. We launch our little planey plane to see what happens. Go get somebody,
Friendly
buddy.
hunter killer drone deployed.
We practice setting our doodle dads in a better place so that they actually are more likely to trigger people. And
UAV online.
伏せろ。スナイパー。
Oh, brutal. Okay. It's fine. Eventually that was gonna happen. Let's go.
敵と交戦
Predator
する。
missile inbound.
ターゲットを捉えた。
I'm in love with this machine. I don't know how long I've had it for, but I only just recently equipped it, and I love it for like 90% of the time. Boom! There's a nice start to our day. Welcome, friends. This is my very first stream of the day, and very first game of the day,
UAV online.
and very first attempt to. Oh, let's go.
Killer drone on standby. Hunter killer drone deployed.
敵を捉えた。敵と交戦する。
Sentry gun ready for deployment. Sentry gun deployed. UAV online.
敵を捕らえた
Oh, darn it. I'm gonna go after everybody with my sword now. Oh, wait. Let's do this.
Friendly Predator missile down. Our sentry gun has been destroyed.
構成する最後だ
Come on, find me somebody. Oh, I'm just not in the right spots, man. Let's go.
ターゲットダウン
Hunter killer
Yeah.
ready for deployment.
That's what we're talking about, friends. I'm gonna go fucking tuck myself in over here.
Friendly hunter killer drone deployed. Keep on them. We're winning this one.
ターゲットを捉えた
Sentry gun ready to deploy. Sentry gun deployed.
敵と接触
Kapow! I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get involved in the yearly
構成する
contest, but I'm also realizing that I probably wasn't
敵を捉
ready.
え
But I am very excited to realize that I am improving, like, month over month, year over year, both on Call of Duty Mobile and in Call of Duty Xbox. Relatively, like, I sold my horrible days and some absolutely lousy matches where I'm no bueno whatsoever, friends. But
Nice work. Well done.
hoorah! Everybody gets a blue thumbs up from me. Clip that. I forgot we're making a song. We're making a crazy... All right, let's just do the login. We're out of here. For 60. You know what if it gave us 3 things... Who knows what the odds are of getting it? I'm not going to spend it. Okay, let's... I'd rather save that CP and let it go. Play 5 matches in the mode. Ooh, no new mode. Alright, we're gonna have to start coming back on a more regular basis. Like do a full proper like episode of the show. It's just Call of Duty Mobile and Call of Duty. Gots to do it, friends. We're way behind. Well, we're missing out on some good opportunities. Not so much we're way behind. Where are we on the season here? Is it switched? Season. 19 days. Yeah, we should probably get in here and do a little extra effort soon. Not that this is it. This is definitely a pirate. Skull and Bones meets First Impression Fridays of pirate-themed games on the iPad day. So don't get me wrong. I just dropped in to do exactly this. Stay in touch with my homies in the game. I don't know what expired on me, but it's fine. Shipment 1994 Reloaded. That's fun. Modes collide. 1 day, 22 hours. Okay, we'll come back and play a little more later today. But proof. Boom. Lately, we have been doing sort of like an all-integrated, almost daily login on whatever first stream is happening. So this is sort of like a hybrid version of that, with First Impression Fridays shoved in there for good measure because of this long-standing pirates list of games that I've not played, that I've been meaning to because of my long dormant desire to find like an ideal pirate game to play. I've got one on the Xbox now. I've got 2 now because Black Flag is pretty dope. But that also is Assassin's Creed and counts more as Assassin's Creed than anything else. and will stay over there on that side of that list, that divide, or that issue, it in and of itself does not properly satisfy my pirating itch, because it's really just Assassin's Creed with great seafaring pirating stuff, you know, sandwiched in between all the locations of its world, which is awesome. I also don't know what the later gameplay is. I've only ever played the first like 45 minutes of the game and then stopped and then restarted that for First Impression Fridays. Anyways, I digress. Without further ado, we're going to try Pirates first, because it's there and it's got an active red like update alert. Now, I don't know how any of these games work or what they're going to be like. That's a cool screen that we're going to steal for our drawing exercise purposes. I'm going to try to recreate scenes like that by drawing different characters in very similar situations, but also just like, you know, fan fictionizing it. Confrontation mode provides you with... Okay, I didn't read any of those things. Hello, this is a request from the support team. Please contact us about canceling your phone. Apparently I've already played this game before. Oh yeah, I'm level 5 up in here. Where's my clan? I forgot that I did start this game up. Okay, where would clans be? Well, that's weird. Oh, maybe that's what happened? Maybe they upped the level or something? Yay, a free thing! Well, we're adding this to our almost daily login because it's got a free thing. Is there a free thing here? Quests, adventures. Win battle with at least one hero from the Pirates faction. Unlock the story progress. So what is happening? This is a fun, weird, I forgot that I even had already started this game. But I clearly have to like completely remember how to play. So that I'm just gonna focus on clicking on all the loot. For now, that's what we're gonna do right now. And I guess those are little fights we can have, right? If everything is one of these like top-down fake commands. Fight. To battle. I don't remember how this part works. But there's no like voice acting. No wonder I never played it again. There's no flavor. It's just endless wind sound effects. And... oh, there we go. Finally. Oh, I forgot. It's a touchy thing. I gotta hit the... oh, no wonder we don't play this. I don't like it at all. Except the lady that I want to like capture the image of somehow, just for use attack your sworn enemies. Oh, I didn't even. What? I guess I want to fight. Victory. Okay. So, totally not my thing. But hey. I wanted to like this, I remember. Because I thought it was going to be a little bit more traditional, like RTS piratey thing, and this, I mean, it almost is, but it's not. Like, it isn't, right? It's something else entirely. So there you go. That's this game. It's not horrible. It's like got some nice design elements. Apparently I've got a cool ship. Oh yeah, it does this. There's the other thing that was kind of intriguing to me. It's got the ships, you do the sort of like build a thing. Don't have the ingredients. Build a room. It's like almost like a fort builder, but it's not, you know, not really. I don't know how big the ships get, but I presume that they get big enough that you can start build multiple rooms. Technically, I should be that one. Will we continue to play this game? Probably not, but that was hilarious. Oh, we were just looking at that. Well, that was adorable. Okay. Move that all the way down to the end. I'm going to try this one next. Although I don't know. They're all potentially awesome. Now, the question in my mind is, should we just plow through all the first impressions so that we could then get to some satisfying Skull and Bones gameplay? Or should we try to alternate and play a little bit of Skull and Bones and a little bit of this new thing? That was a surprise, and I thought it was going to be... Actually, I'd forgotten... Here's what happened. Why it was at the top of the list. I'd completely forgotten it. And then this most recently, when I was like setting up and thinking about this and like getting ready to do this episode, I was like, I thought this was a 3D, slightly cartoonish, but 3D, you know, running around pirate MMO. And it's not, obviously. And it isn't even really an RTS. So I don't know what to call that, but it's a collectible card fighter with missing atmospherics and voiceover work. Let's fire up this one to see what it's like. For funsies. Sure. Mutiny Pirate Survival is a free-to-play game, but you can speed up your progress through in-app purchases. If you want to turn off in-app purchases, set up a password for purchases under settings and App Store. Tap yes to accept our user conditions and confidentiality policy. Sure. Oh well. Let me screen grab that without that stupid thing. Okay, let's see what kind of pirate game this is. Oh, here we go. Have I ever played this one before? I want it to be more red, but okay. That's the readiest red they've got. There we go. That makes her look more like a redhead. Let's go. Welcome to the archipelago. All right, so this is like a survivally isometric. You were an honest pirate and a proud captain of a beautiful frigate, but due to a series of unlucky events, the crew revolted and left you on the deserted island to cover with royal sailors. Use a joystick to move. Okay, at least it is a moving one, a moving around one. Talk to the sailor. Tutorial basics. Traders. How could they be so rude with you, their captain? We're lucky to be carried by the storm to the shores of the sky-forsaken island. Judging by the abandoned house, someone used to live here. We haven't looked inside it yet. What if there's something useful? Knives, dirty pants, and let's go. Complete all quests in the chapter. For each chapter, you will get a reward. Read the diary in 10 days to get a harvest saver. We have everything we need for the first little while, but it looks like we're stuck here for a long time. We have to make at least some sort of classic, survival-y, isometric. The kind of thing that gave birth to No Man's Sky. There we go. Mining. Oh, we can actually push the button every time. I don't know if there's multiplayer, but it probably takes a while. How much is to kill it? Okay, I don't get that, but... Oh, I'm probably supposed to craft a weapon or something. Raise the sails, adventure course. 99 cents. I was gonna play this game. What is plus one on here? Use big piece. Gotta catch this one. I don't have to grab it. Oh, darn it. I think I'm gonna have to take a break. Well, that's interesting. I don't know if there's gonna be. I'm assuming like at some point there's gonna be boats. But I hate to. Oh, and there's gonna be building stuff. But I can't do that yet. The tutorial wants us to go through the building process. That's a bit more of a tutorial than I want to get into right now, especially since I'm realizing that I need to take station break for reasons that ain't none of your business. But I gotta attend to a bit of. I need to address something that has nothing to do with any of my content creation projects, and thus I must terminate the stream. But join us when I return for some more pirate-themed first impression reviews of all of these piratey games, and then ultimately some Skull and Bones on the Xbox. Please and thank you. Smash that follow button and be good human beings to each other. I'll be back in just a bit, friends. Thank you for watching. Hasta la vista, amigos. We'll return shortly after I address these none of your business concerns that I've got to address. Be right back.